Hey YouTube. Hey Twitch. Hey Facebook. People, we are here. What was that?
I said we inside you, baby.
Oh, why you gotta do that? That's just
in the most consensual way possible.
Baby lotion hooked us up, so we go in there nice and smooth.
Wait, did you guys see that? Hold on, I gotta do this again. Well, you guys didn't see shit. I had to put on the rabbit in a little bit, but we gotta do the fade. The fade. Oh, people, how you guys doing today? We are live. Music's
live,
going,
charge, dancing, grooving, getting the beat going. Ready, Diaz? You ready?
Yes. Yes, we are. Okay, we're done. I'm getting out of here. Oh man, how you doing? I barely talked to you today, except we.
Man, I'm feeling nice and good. We got like what, over 2,000 plus views on the SoundCloud. We back in that bitch again. It feels good to be home. We hope to hear all y'all comments. JP, thank you for hooking us up, by the way, because that gets us views. We love you. And I don't know, I'm just having a good week. How about you?
Yeah, I've actually been doing terrible. I'm really mad. I hate my life. Alan, how about you?
I've been playing Kingdom Hearts too.
Okay, so actually, you probably hate your life more, man. Why do you suck so bad at fucking Kingdom Hearts 2? What's your problem?
The funny thing is I've not had, except for me almost losing my shit last night in a particular boss fight, I've never really had any difficulty problems. And apparently, looking it up after the fact, it wasn't necessarily that I was under level for the job. Apparently, the particular boss I was pulling my hair out is a ridiculously bullshit boss. It was like literally the thing in there says this boss is stupidly hard for no reason, because the 2 worlds afterwards were no fucking problem, and the 1 world before it were no fucking problem without really an increase in level. So it's like that boss was just fuck you. That boss was awful.
All right, here's my question, because we talked about this a little bit in the chat, but yesterday I was busy, so we didn't get to actually hang out. I have to ask you this. Were you using items? Were you buffing Donald and Goofy with other items, and did you actually look for upgrades?
Okay, so I did not buff other people.
Because remember, this is not like the new RPGs me and you used to. This is like those old school ones that you kind of have to find shit to add on to the character.
So what I've been doing is, unlike the first game, I've actually been upgraded. I've actually been using different keyblades. I was able to get new weapons for Donald and Goofy. I was able to get them armor. I was using weapons mostly on myself. I wasn't really using weapons on items on them just because.
What were you using on yourself, sir?
I was using items on myself because the thing is, it's like the UI. There's so much shit going on that it's hard for me to sit there and be able to give shit to other people mid-battle while I'm getting my ass handed.
Yeah, it's hard to jerk yourself off and take your tank. You need machinery to help you sometimes, Nick. Pay attention with the man.
I'm trying to learn.
It's just the problem is this particular boss had these moves that you basically spin around in a circle, and it would just take half your fucking health bar, and it would just shove you into the corner. So even if you fucking stopped, you're not getting out of there. Okay. And honestly, it got to the point where I'm like, why am I fucking doing this? I don't want to fucking do this anymore. This is some fucking bullshit. I literally like the fucking hair was able to beat him. And then I got through the next bunch of worlds, no fucking problem. Got all the way to basically what I feel is the end game. But I'm right now I'm level 40, but I was level 36 at the time, and it says level 50. I'm like, let me just try this. How under-leveled am I? Got my ass kicked. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go through some of the old worlds I didn't finish and try to level myself up. So I'm at a wall right now where I'm having to kind of go through some of the older worlds. Yeah, I'm at a wall right now, so I'm trying to basically go through some of the older worlds, try to level up, try to get more damage, try to basically make so I can take a few more hits before I die.
Also, can you help me out? What boss are you fighting? Because you can also use special weaponry and special keyblades that are specifically towards, like, let's say if they're like fire, they're not fire resistant, they're not lightning resistant. Like, this is one of those old school like Pokemon bullshits. I don't know, like that's why I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, honestly, the only boss again, it's the world that never was, and it's the very first boss you fight. I'm pretty sure it's Roxas, but I can't be sure. I don't know. It's just this guy in a black hood shows up, takes you into a dimension, and then you fight him, and I keep getting my ass handed to him. So I don't know who the fuck that guy is because they don't give you a name.
Yeah, really quick though, I want to show something. So here's the thing: we finally got the YouTube working. If you guys are going to the YouTube chat, we can see you there. Fucking finally, I'm so fucking happy about that shit.
For now.
Well, yeah, but don't. Huh? What? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on. People, no, but yeah, definitely go over there. Go to the YouTube channel, Midnight Chat Attack. It's very fucking easy. Well, you're not gonna find a bunch of other Midnight Chat Attacks, you jackass.
You will find a chat attack though.
You'll find an MCA. You won't find. Yeah, there's no chat attack. Is there? Because
there is.
Oh, are you for real? Because I was trying.
Okay, so recently I wiped my computer just because it was acting up. So I put in chat attack into Twitch, and I was like, wait, this isn't our fucking channel because we're the chat attack. But there's actually a chat attack.
Yeah, that's
something that we're want to have to register domain.
Probably, yeah. Or probably it's already registered. We just stole the shit. But yeah, Raheem's in chat. I like how the Midnight Chat Attack account misspelled Raheem's name. I can just assume that that's going to be Alan.
Okay, which one of his 5 names do you want me to use?
Well, spell the one right.
I'm pretty sure that's how you spell Raheem. There might be
No,
there.
no.
Fuck it.
I Rahim.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
Oh, the guy has 3 names. You know, he knows
Is
what
there
I'm
a
talking
W
about.
in there?
This is like when white people want to name Egyptian names, so they just try to make it sound close to it as much. Rahim,
Yeah.
the greatest pharaoh of the oldest time.
Oh, this motherfucker sounds like a goddamn Aladdin character, which we'll talk about that later on. But Jesus Christ,
No, I don't want to talk about that. How about we not talk about that?
Hey, Ali, Ali, Ali.
I will fight you. I will throw a bottle at
one
you.
thing we need to talk about too, by the way, too, and I mean, this is shit that we didn't even like plan for, or whatever. But like, yeah, Tokyo Pop saying "fuck Valentine's Day," man. I gotta tell you, this is the first Valentine's Day I'm a little happy. You know, I'm gonna be chilling, going to fucking Chi-Town, etc. Ganja, you just came from there a little while ago.
I had an early Valentine's.
Yeah, so how you feeling at Valentine's Day? Is it happy?
Here, how was your
now?
hand?
Look, I still feel solidarity with my single brothers and sisters because I know what it's
Sure,
like.
you fucking do.
You
Shut
can't have
up,
the both
Alan.
of best work,
Alan, shut up. I will give you a pass on the 14th because I know what it feels like. You will not hear me joke about you getting no pussy or having your bird dick not
Oh,
be
fuck
wet for
you.
a
You'll
while.
text me, bitch. I know
But-
you.
I might send a voice mail, but that's besides the point. When it comes to Valentine's Day, I still know what it's like. And me and the significant other I'm currently dating, if y'all check my Facebook, thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate that. Inflated my ego way beyond the necessary, so I really appreciate it. But when it comes to like Valentine's Day, like we both kind of feel like it's just a corporate holiday to try to sell gift cards, candy, and all that other shit. It's just capitalism trying to make money off y'all love. But there is a good thing. There's some kind of magic to the day, though. Like this is the one day where I can just go all out, and it doesn't feel like too much. Like I don't know about you, Nick, but like, don't you feel like you want to be romantic sometimes, but you also feel like the person doesn't like that type of shit, or you feel like you will come off too cheesy to do it?
I'll call it too cheesy because the person that I'm with knows who the fuck I am. So it's like,
Yeah.
I can't like, oh, all of a sudden I'm smooth. It's like, I'm not fucking smooth. Look at me. Look, I'm fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
I
me.
feel like Valentine's Day gives you a chance to try that, and it's excusable because like, oh, he's just trying because it's Valentine's Day. He's trying to show that he cares to express on this day. It's like when someone goes out their way for like a Christmas or a birthday gift.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, the thing is, too, is like, the same thing goes for like birthdays and shit. I don't like being nice to one person for just one day. I feel like that's an excuse sometimes. Same with Christmas. Like, yeah, I don't like any of those, like, you have to do shit things.
Well, I ain't saying just do it once a fucking year. Like, you fucking don't be the Santa Claus of love, but like, you should do your relationship like that. But there's a good holiday to go all out where before it'd be like, man, why are you doing this? Is like weird and fucking too cutesy.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, dude, I mean, it's one of those things, I like it, but it's just like, someone's always going to be fucking outdoing me. You know, there's some guy who has the rose petals leading up to the fucking bathtub with the bubble bath and the fucking rubber ducky there. Like, dude, I can't
Hey,
fucking
stop
do that
telling
shit.
me.
Okay,
stop
but
telling people
Nick-
I'm gonna fuck Alan.
Okay, but Nick, there's probably gonna be people out doing it, but those people aren't with your girl. You're with your girl. It's the thought that counts. Even if you do something small, it's again.
I'll tell you this right now, it's not the thought that counts, because there ain't going to be no thoughts around here, all right? I've let thoughts go. I'm not going to be doing that anymore, Alan.
That was terrible. Holy
Look,
shit.
Fuck, I got cancer.
And again, I'm
It has
single, but
nothing
I'm
to
not
do with
dating.
this.
Like,
And by the way, I feel sorry for your situation. It sucks that you have cancer.
I know. It's one of those things. You gotta learn where you work. You gotta take responsibility for the occupations you take in. Nick's jokes is a cancer-causing agent. I had to take that into effect. I had to look forward.
What
Yeah,
was
proper
Alan
term
going to say?
criticism, yeah.
Captain fucking... Yeah, I want to see what ridiculous fucking thing you're going to say. Oh,
I
what
definitely
did I
got
tell you?
some-
well,
Yeah.
again, like I said, I'm not just because I'm single, I'm not necessarily jaded for Valentine's Day. Like I get it's a fucking corporate holiday, but it's like, yeah, fuck it, it's just one day of the week, or one day of the year, just fucking not to go all out, but just do something, you know?
Yeah, and that's, by the way, too, Togi, thank you for Raheem, where the fuck, or Rahim, as Alan would say. Look, your St. Patrick's Day thing, that's another thing I have a fucking issue with. I love how everyone who celebrates St. Patrick's Day are people who are already drunk every fucking day of the year. Like, woo,
Yeah, it's just an
now I
excuse to
have
get
an
drunk.
excuse.
No, it's like Cinco de Mayo. It's like an excuse to get drunk at 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, this is one.
Shut the fuck up, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. This is. I'm about to give. Man, why do you assume that I'm about to insult you and shit?
Oh, I don't know.
Sit
I've
down,
been part of the
be
MCA
humble,
for 2
Alan.
fucking years.
I am on your side right
Yeah,
now,
Captain
sir. I
Bullseye.
have your booty.
For now.
But anyways, like I kind of feel the same way when it comes to 420 nowadays, man. Because it's come to the thing now that everyone that I know that celebrates it hardcore, bitch, you smoke weed like that every day. Like, is that really like a celebration? Because one of the things I like about 420 is all the new people that come to the parks and stuff and try to get really high and they trip out and they just lose their minds for a few seconds and it's getting a little time for that. Or they have bands come in, or they have like these festivals that are thrown. They got carnivals and they got good food and shit. I like the more of the aesthetics of the actual event itself, but to actually just get high, like just to make the point, just to smoke out, it's kind of lost that magic. So for people that like, it's like for alcohol, like people that really get drunk on St. Patrick's Day, like you're kind of just an alcoholic with an excuse right now, sir.
Yeah, exactly. No, but by the way, 420 has been fucking annoying the entire way through. I like how when certain people try to be cool and say, "Ooh, 420, bro, I'm gonna celebrate that day too." It's like, dude, no. Like, if you're celebrating fucking 420, you're not actually a person who enjoys the 420. And by the way, too, somebody actually ruined that fucking day for me, talking about it was Hitler's birthday or some shit. Or what was the deal with fucking Hitler on it?
I don't think that's true.
No, that's actually Hitler's birthday.
Oh, is it? Seriously?
Yeah.
There was a 420 festival. I think it was in.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Well, I forget it was either the West Coast or East Coast where they had a 420 festival go on at the same time as a Hitler rally. So you have people that were starting like to talk shit to the Nazis, and the Nazis were talking shit to the potheads, and then you had like 20 Antifa dudes show up, and it just turned to this like big chaos and just like the most weirdest counter protest smoke out ever.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that smokers lost that fight.
Yeah. And one thing too, by the way, so you guys can see what the fuck's going on. I actually posted the link to the rabbit inside the fucking main Hangouts call. People, I'm sorry, I had to do this shit literally live on the show because I'm so fucking stupid. I forget things sometimes.
And his dick little.
No, actually, you literally was talking about my penis in the Twitch chat. You were saying
No,
fat
we weren't.
cocks, and yeah, Alan, don't you dare! Don't let me show you.
Yeah, he got me. All I did was say fat cocks. That could be interpreted in so many ways.
Exactly. Why don't you just write that? By the way, it has some fucking what the fuck?
Okay, it was in response to Raheem, but I didn't know which chat he was in.
Motherfucker.
I don't know. Maybe the chat that he said something in, as opposed to the chat he didn't say anything in.
Yeah, you wrote inside the chat box.
Learn how to read.
What the fuck is going on right now?
No, right now,
Ganja not knowing how to read.
Ganja and Raheem had their fat cocks mixed up. Like, it's ridiculous. I just can't believe it. Here's the
use my BWC with my BBC, all right? I'm gotta focus on my channel.
What's DWC?
I said BWC, and that's big white cock, sir.
For real?
BWC.
I'm not having.
I'm educated on y'all.
This bit's over.
Alan, let me teach the children.
I'm literally gonna get a stop sign one day just to be like, stop. This
I
bit's
thought it was
over.
big waffle cream. My bad. Anyways.
That is probably a porn tag.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't think you want to see it though.
Actually, what's like the worst fucking like porno genre name that has kind of like turned you off? Like just like you hear it and you're like, oh fuck that.
I mean, do you want the easy answer?
Sure, yeah. What's the easy answer?
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It was like with the fucked up teenage titles.
No, the worst one, barely 18.
Yeah.
It does the same shit, but it's even worse.
And then it always takes an incest turn.
Yeah, and by the way, I just like the idea, like, it's barely, so, like, it's not, it's like you're still, like, half
We're good, guys, we're good!
but I saw one on his videos, and I'm shouting out his videos because you nasty as fuck sometimes. It was, teen girl takes daddy's cock. And it says, in parentheses, at the end of that title says, step.
Yeah, they do that.
So, like, I know what you're doing here. Fuck you.
I like to talk about it. Jesus, and keep it tasteful. Gross. Well, you're the one who's saying that my penis is tasting a certain way. You shouldn't know the taste of it, goddammit. Jenny's saying, my love, that's a weird thing to say at this particular time.
No,
talking
Cedric
about
just
fucking
joined in.
Oh, okay. Well, Cedric, hey there, man. Thank you for joining. I do not see him on our Facebook thing at all, so what the... Yeah, you're saying Ced's in the chat. Where the fuck is he at?
Cedric just... Motherfucker, read. Cedric just joined.
I don't know how to read.
You guys got 3 chats to look at.
Yeah, I'm looking at all 3 right now. Like,
you gotta see which one.
like I'm like fucking, you know, Iron Man fucking visor. There's all this shit going around. That's my desktop right now.
Look, I used to be a Chatterbait pro. Right? I know how to manage multiple chats.
No, you don't.
Wait, so have you seen his streams on Chatterbait?
No,
like,
but I've known Ganja for 2 years. This guy's a Luddite. He barely knows how to work one computer, let alone multiple tabs.
Dude,
One computer, you mean a fucking... He doesn't know how to work one mouse.
I gotta say though, dude, like when we're talking about Chatterbait, I love the name. When I first heard that name, I was like, dude, that's kind of clever, like Masturbate Chatterbait. Like I thought that was a really cool way to put the 2 words together.
I'm pretty sure that's the only reason it's the most popular cam website.
Yeah, you think so? Not because of the actual content.
Yeah.
Nah.
God, imagine being that one guy who's on Chatterbait and people don't watch you. Just like sitting around just jerking off.
Yeah,
That probably happens a lot.
I feel bad for the women though. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a way bigger blow to the ego. Because guys with us, we know, we accept it. It's like maybe 2 people on top in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Imagine that. And then
Wait, we accept it? Like, are you
better accept it if you're gonna be jerking off on camera and think everyone's gonna come watch you?
No, but it's like the fact. I don't know. I've always heard
of shit.
The fact. No, what I'm getting is the fact that you have so much experience in this blows my mind.
Yeah, oh, it's not the only thing that blows, sir.
Yeah.
Wait, no, fuck! I did not mean that. I did not mean that.
Because Nick Nice is sucking dick. He taught me in New York.
Apparently.
No, I completely fucked that up.
Yeah,
Jet, just tell me that you have the recording.
God damn it.
We're recording this.
I do have the recording. Thank you.
When Nick tries to fire me, that shit will be leaked, son.
Shut the fuck.
Try?
Yeah, and how do I try to fire somebody? I just can't help but enjoy your stupidity. Fuck.
How do you fire somebody for volunteer work? That's a good question.
Yeah, easily, actually. Just because it's volunteer doesn't mean you can't get fired.
Actually, Ganja, I am paying you. It's just you don't know it. Use your imagination.
I'll sue you like fucking like a fucking Eazy-E with Ice Cube. I don't give a fuck.
Look, it takes a minimum of $1,500 to go to small claims court. We're not even close.
At least I can't be accused of being anti-Semitic because your boss is black.
Yeah, Jordan over here in the chat too saying, y'all back on YouTube? Yes, we are, man. It's really nice to be back on YouTube. We finally did.
I mean, miss you too, bro. Where you been?
Yeah, dude, he's not in the after hours anymore. He's over there doing fucking security jobs or whatever the fuck he's doing. Like, yeah. But anyways, I do appreciate the old Xbox Live fucking avatar he's still fucking like sporting right now. That's cool. But yeah, thanks for watching on YouTube, being the only person there right now, I think. But yeah,
I'm here also.
Yeah.
Send me a link, please. I'm trying to find that shit.
Good.
For our YouTube page?
It wasn't showing up for me. Shut up.
No.
Sorry.
I would post it in one of the chats, but clearly you're not looking at those either.
Oh, that's scary. They're getting mad at each other, guys. I cannot believe it. Here's the thing, though, man. We're gonna be going into talks right away with our topics and everything too. But just thanks. Wow, I can't fucking talks. Anyways, people, we're getting on to the next fucking topic. Thank you for joining the chats and everything too. That's really fucking cool. It's really hard to do this on my end. But I'll try my best. So moving on. Alan, can I tell you something, sir?
What's up?
You're wrong about Ridley Scott, sir. All
No,
right?
I'm not.
As much as you want to fucking fight that, as much as you want to have your weird little beef with fucking Ridley Scott just
And he
because you don't
sucks?
like a couple movies, no, he doesn't suck.
Couple.
Then why does everyone fucking love him then, man? Why does everyone
Because
love
people have
Ridley
their
Scott?
own asses, and it's this thing we had a discussion, and it was the words you exactly use of, I don't know if I just like a few things or I'm a fan of the series. I'm going to go out on a limb and say a lot of people that like Ridley Scott like a handful of his movies, Alien, and a bunch of the other, Gladiators, probably one of them, Blade Runner, some of his stuff he did beforehand. But it's like the Tim Burton situation where he made a bunch of monumental movies, and you can never take anything away from that. But then recently, he's been trash. And it's like, I like a few Ridley Scott movies. I fucking love the shit out of The Martian. That movie's amazing from start to fucking finish. It is a celebration of fucking science, and I fucking love it. It's an entertaining movie, and it's a fucking accurate as fuck movie. I love everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, the two Alien movies he fucking did are garbage. Prometheus and fucking Covenant are dog shit movies. And Blade Runner 2049 is a much better movie than the original Blade Runner. And I'm sure Rules are going to pop in because it said Blade Runner 3 times. But I don't like the original Blade Runner, where the second Blade Runner is an hour longer but doesn't feel an hour longer. Like, Ridley Scott is a great idea person, but honestly, he's lost his fucking flair, and we've seen that with the fucking handful of movies he's done. Does anyone remember Robin Hood? That fucking movie sucked.
Yeah, but it was probably better than one that just came out recently, as well as the fact that you're talking
It's
about
just
a
as
guy
boring.
who did. Yeah, we're talking about a guy who did Hannibal, which is a big fucking movie right there too. You're talking about a guy who did fucking. Well, I mean, you said Gladiator.
Name
earlier.
me in
I
the
forgot
last
about-
10 years, in the last decade.
in
A
the last
movie
decade.
in the so from
From The Martian. I mean, you brought that up. That's your fault.
yeah, that was my fault. Besides the
Black
Martian,
Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down. There has not been a movie that's topped it. I mean, that's
Black Hawk Down is awful. I'm sorry. I like.
Well,
Are you
Hold on,
fucking
hold on.
serious?
Oh, I'm so okay. There are good action.
Hold on. It is awful for the time, sir. But you gotta admit, for when things happen in the back of the time, when they were doing those action movies and really exploring the military violence, like you're about to bring it up now, those action scenes are fucking on point.
Those
Exactly.
action scenes are on point, but the problem is that movie flows like a fucking whore on sandpaper. I don't know what I said that, but it makes no
The wettest surface and the driest surface, and thought somehow that will cause it to move.
exactly. It doesn't move. That's my point. But the thing about that movie is, okay, people will just show up randomly, leave randomly for no fucking reason. Things will just happen. Actors will just walk off screen and be forgotten about for like fucking 8 hours. People are just sitting in a fucking hole for like the most of the fucking movie. The movie is so disjointed. I don't know what the fuck it was actually trying to do. And the entire mission falls apart because one soldier got injured. Not there was a big war, it was an ambush. One soldier gets injured and the whole mission falls the fuck apart. Like I'm sure that's trying to be historically accurate, but as far as an actual movie, this movie just falls the fucking apart.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you'd think about that. But, I mean, I named that movie. I also fucking would name a lot of other movies. A Counselor, American Gangster. I didn't like Thelma and Louise. People love that fucking movie. I don't really dig it. You know what I mean? And I gotta be honest too, man. Like Alien Covenant, I think that movie got tons of extra fucking hate. That, by the way, too, I love how people say, "Oh, I want this out of these fucking movies," and then when you get it, you're like, "I didn't want that. That's shitty." It's like, dude, yeah, of course. That's why people don't fucking listen to you. That's why
No, because we wanted good. We're gonna bring it up later because it's that exact statement of "I wanted this" is gonna be brought up later today. But the thing is yeah, we want some shit. We also want it to be good. We don't just want it because it's there. We want it because it's entertaining. Like I love Alien 2 is my favorite one because it's just like I like Alien, the first Alien, but Aliens is a really good fucking movie. And it's like, yeah, I want more Aliens, more stuff like that. But the reason it was good is because it wasn't trying to placate. It was just doing its own fucking thing. So when you placate to an audience, it always comes across as fake and genuine. Like imagine tomorrow if I stopped. Oh, people don't like me yelling because I remember ranting about some fucking guy who thinks all I'm good at is fucking swearing. If I wanted to just say, well, let me placate to that person. Let me stop swearing. You call me out in a minute and go, Alan, man, fucking get angry about some shit. You bring up stories just to piss me off. Because you know it's fake.
I'll start cracking on you, just trying to break your ass.
Exactly. Which would definitely work, by the way, too, because this motherfucker will just lose his shit.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta tell you, you are the most, like, you know, I would say the most volatile person as far as, like,
you're literally that little character from Inside Out, the little anger figurine that just blows up all the time. That's you, son.
Fucking Louis Black.
Yeah. No, you're literally fucking Joe Pesci from like Goodfellas.
Yeah, and I think you're about the same height as him too.
Yeah. No, but like that's the thing. So like right now, there's big stories going out. We're about 2 Alien shows are going to be apparently adapted into some kind of fucking like TV series or whatever. And I guess one of them, Alan, and I didn't read too much into the story, but I guess at least one of them is going to be on Hulu, which I think would be fucking amazing. And I think it would definitely push Hulu over the top as far as like them compete with Netflix and Amazon. But what do you feel about that, man? Like I know you don't like the movies, but do you feel like this, especially with Ridley Scott behind it, do you think it can be successfully put into a TV show?
If it wasn't Ridley Scott, okay, let's take Ridley Scott out of it. Can Alien work on television? Oh, it can. It can definitely fucking work. I'm not sure how they're gonna get around the budget. That's the only thing. But I see a lot of shows on streaming services that have huge fucking budgets that get it to work, especially if they focus on practical effects. And plus, there's probably a lot of discounted like sets all over Hollywood that are space sets they could use. Especially if they want to focus on more of the older technology. Like, I think it can work because you can have a situation in which you could spend longer telling the story and have it go. Because we know horror television works because The Haunting of Hill House, everyone fucking loves it, and that's horror as a television. So we know this can work. You can have a lot more, and since it's a lower budget on television, you can use more like, oh, we're not going to exactly show the alien. We're going to show enough there that it kind of builds up to a scare. Like, I definitely can see this working on a television show, and we know television shows like 10 episodes can have like a $40 million budget. That could that's almost an Alien movie. Like it can work. It depends on how well they do it. But then you have Ridley Scott behind it, and he's done 2 bad Alien movies in a fucking row. So it's like if it was somebody else, and let's say Ridley Scott was producing that fucking vacant lot of a job, and it was somebody else that was showrunning it, I could see this working. But the fact that he's going to be doing it is like he's just trying so desperately to cling on to his past because like some of his endeavors outside of it has just not fucking worked out.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the chat over here too on Facebook, and Raheem's saying that like he wants him to direct, or at least I think he's talking about Neil Blomkamp, which I don't really feel like.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think Neil Blomkamp should do it. No.
Neil Blomkamp's movies get worse with every fucking.
He's just what do they call a cinematographer? Like should never take director position.
Mm-hmm.
What was that fucking movie? District 9 is an amazing movie. No one can take anything away from that. Mm-hmm. Elysium is a piece of shit.
But you even gotta admit, now that District 9 has aged a little bit, you can see that there's some things that are missing. It shows previous things that led into fucking Elysium.
Oh yeah, no, like it might as well be set in the same fucking area. Like it might as well be the future of the fucking. It might as well be a sequel to it. But again, it's that it's the Wachowskis, and I refuse to give that to directors anymore because the Wachowskis made The Matrix 1, monumental movie for its fucking time. And they coasted that their entire career because every movie they made has gone subsequently worse.
You hear the Italian come out of this fucking guy? Just like, what the fuck was that shit? Hey,
no, like every fucking movie. Matrix 2, I like it, but it's not as good as the first one. Matrix 3 is a piece of shit. I didn't even fucking finish. What was that fucking Speed Racer? Ninja Assassin is all right. And then we had fucking Cloud Atlas, which is a colossal piece of fucking garbage. Even if you get past the fucking.
You didn't like Cloud Atlas?
Cloud Atlas is a piece of shit, and they had fucking characters in Asian face.
Did you like Cloud
I know,
Atlas?
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, okay. I was say,
and then, and then the fucking series that got me fucking. David, your favorites until the Toast me hating Sense 8, which is a piece of shit, and me being in Glee when it got canceled twice.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Why you have Glee when something gets canceled? Like that's some evil
because the show
shit.
Sucked.
That's some evil shit, though. Like,
I don't
come
give a
on, it's
fuck.
a
You do
fucking
the same
show.
goddamn
People
thing.
lost
That's
their
coming from the
fucking
guy.
jobs. Like, do you understand? Like,
No,
that's-
I don't want to hear anything. For people that are for people in the chat and the SoundCloud that I wonder why I'm mad, it's because this motherfucker has said on stream, I guarantee it's like I want Treyarch and everyone there to get fired and lose their jobs.
Well,
I don't want
lied
to get
to
a
me.
new
That's
job.
different. They made me upset. That's what. That's how that's different because it made me upset versus making you upset.
Well, at least we had it recorded.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing, man. Like, as far as, Ridley Scott and you not liking his movies, like, yeah, we'll always agree to disagree on that fucking thing. But I do feel like, and I'm going to ask you, Gandra, like, 2 alien shows being on any kind of, like, network, whatever the fuck, do you feel like they'll work, especially it being on Hulu? Do you think that, this could be successful or not?
I think it could, honestly. It depends on like how the show quality is, because the one thing I've noticed with a lot of these shows, even the CW shows, like I'm gonna talk shit about Flash and all your shows right now, is if it's able to find a niche of people that actually like it and stick with it and actually gives a fuck to stick with all the storylines and the crazy shit they're throwing at it for more than one season, this show has a chance of being successful. Now, if it's not the case of what happens with Netflix, where one season is not so good, everyone hates on it, similar to what happened with the movie, the Will Smith movie that came out recently, almost like a year and a half. Right, which was supposed to have multiple sequels and maybe even a TV show spinoff. That got canceled right away because everyone just dogpiled the shit out of it, and rightly so. So if these things actually do suck, they're going to be one-off series. But Netflix and Hulu and all those other series, if they get something really good, they like to stick to it. It's one of the things that they are starting to copy a lot of the old major networks in terms of trying to keep like major shows around for the longest time. That's why Hulu's, I think, still around, because they kept Sunshine in Philadelphia alive for the longest.
Sunny in Philadelphia.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know. He was like, "Sunny in Philadelphia."
You got it right too. It's sunshine in Philadelphia.
I just turned into a mumble rap. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah, look at the wrist.
Philadelphia.
I don't know what the fuck mumble rap is.
Well, you don't? It's kind of self-explanatory.
I've never heard a song.
I think me and you have done enough drugs together that you at least understand the essence of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it, but it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if it's mumbling and no one can understand it, how is this a song? How does this exist?
Focus on the beat, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Then why have then?
But dude, like, I mean, you've listened to like shit. Have you ever listened to something that's in a language that you don't like, but then you still bop to it? Like, there's certain K-pop songs that are good. There's like metal that's pretty good in different languages.
True, but there's still a language unless there's a species out there that speaks mumble.
I mean, dude, System of a Down is a band. I know you don't like metal or rock or anything, but like, Chop Suey is one of the most popular fucking new metal songs ever, and no one knows the fucking saying. Like, wake up, take a.
I was just about to say that. Like, my favorite thing, EDM. Like, a lot of the old electronica shit. Like, have you ever tried to listen to the lyrics that they're singing? Like, I don't want to be alone. And that song kind of just repeats that track for longest. It's just she does different octaves and she says it in a different way.
Yeah, but those are actual words. Though.
Yeah, but when you actually think about it, the song doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But there's still words though. My thing is like going habela. It's like, why even have it then?
It's a lot of interpretation. Like what Nick was saying with like heavy metal. Like, yeah, they might be saying something because you understand like, oh, death, murder, kill. You know what those you could equate to and what you know of that. But you don't actually know what the artist themselves saying. It's like Kurt Cobain would have his music.
Yeah, and you gotta look at certain things like Travis Scott songs and shit too. Like sometimes you just make noises like something up. What?
Oh, the T-Pain method. I'm gonna rhyme words with sounds. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he literally makes sounds. Like there's a part where someone does a bird, like I think it's Birdman actually. That's the guy's name.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, but it sounds cool though. It's like squad.
I don't know. I like beats because don't get me wrong, but I always like the lyrical flow. Like the flow is one of the most important things. It's hard for me to pin down exactly what genre is my favorite because I bounce around, but to me the most important thing is always like the energy of the flow. Not saying everything has to go super fast or super hard, but it's like if you have good energy behind your flow and your flow sounds good, that's why I hate Ja Rule. Not because he's rapping something different than any other rapper would at the time, it's because his flow fucking sucks. He sucks when it comes to his fucking flow.
I'm gonna ask you, does something make you feel a little weird when he goes flow? It's like hearing that voice, that tone is like, I just like good flow.
He sounds like a good old soccer mom trying to tell me.
You want me to fucking get one of those fucking mic change voices so I can sound completely fucking different?
No, I don't need
I
to
would
sound
love to
like Darth
hear your
Vader.
attempt to. That would be fucking hilarious.
Okay, let me get a Darth Vader one so I could just fucking
bring on the flow.
Oh, this is. I gotta stop this. Hey, so here's the thing, though, Jet. I'm gonna ask you really quick, and this is because Jet doesn't give a fuck about alien movies at all. That's why I haven't really asked you too many questions.
Damn right I don't.
But here's the thing, though. For someone who doesn't give a shit, it's gonna put some kind of heft on your opinion here. I'm gonna ask you, if you were in charge of putting the alien shows, whatever the fuck, on anything, you have to choose one though. You have to. Which network would you put it on? Would you put it on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, or just on TV?
I wouldn't put on anything because I wouldn't want people to watch that shit.
See, No, you had to pick
But
one. That's
okay,
bullshit.
fine. If you had to pick one, like put it on Netflix. At least people will actually watch it. They're like, no one wants a fucking Hulu account nowadays.
So to Jet, if she doesn't want anyone to watch it, put it back on Hulu.
No, see, she said no one wants to watch it, put it on Netflix, so they can have to watch it. Because right there is a huge thing that I have an issue with Netflix. That if you put it on there, people are gonna just lie and say it's good. Which
Like
gets
if you
us,
want people to, if you want people to watch it, put it on Netflix. If you don't, just put it on Hulu.
but that goes into this next topic here. If you put it on Netflix, for some reason people just say it's fucking good, and that goes down to this whole fucking thing about reviving Netflix and Marvel shows. I gotta tell you, these fucking shows were terrible from the very beginning. They didn't get bad after Iron Fist. They were fucking garbage. Garbage, I fucking tell you.
Still
And
not
I
buying
know-
a Hulu account. You can't make me. I'm not going to.
Even if it was 99 cents on Black Friday for an entire year?
No, I'm not. I'm not going
Bullshit.
to. I
I
refuse.
highly doubt that.
For an entire, that's a really good deal. 99 cents for an entire year. I don't think that deal exists, but even I might. Just,
No, well,
just to
it's
check out
99
the
cents
shit.
a month for a year, so basically $12.
Oh, okay.
Which
never
is still
mind.
good. Oh, come on, but $12
I ain't giving
a
you
year
$12
is good.
bucks. Fuck you.
Oh, you're an asshole. Because that's the thing, dude. They have so many great shows that Netflix will never have. And they have, like, your episodes going directly into the fucking system, like The Walking Dead and everything. I know. I had to bring Walking Dead. Sorry, people. Fuck. But now, I mean, we just got to talking about them might possibly get into fucking alien movies. And now, or the shows, whatever the fuck. But now, we're talking about them reviving Netflix Marvel shows. Now, here's the thing. With The Punisher, I don't even think, is that officially, like, I don't think that's officially done, right?
It's one of those weird things. Like, I haven't watched the second season, but I've been following the news a lot. And one of the things they're talking about is it might get another season. It might be one of the ones that gets saved because it was so loved this recently. But it's up in the air because the problem with all these Marvel shows is, Marvel owns the product for a lot of these things, and they want to make their own streaming service with the Disney thing. So with that said, if they do get it, it'll be kind of weird in the sense that Hulu might be the place you go to for the adult Marvel stuff.
Yeah, which I would love that.
It's
Go
the
ahead.
only place that I could think of it going because, as a result of the Fox merger, I think Disney owns a part of Hulu right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is as I was saying for the longest time, the Netflix Marvel shows, their particular brand of darkness is so incompatible with Disney and the MCU that it would never that them canceling it to oblivion would be the most logical thing. But them having a different streaming service, like how Fox had FX as a TV studio that let them do whatever the fuck they wanted. That's why we have shows like Atlanta and American Horror Story and all the other shit that wouldn't fit on a normal Fox thing. Hulu could be that situation. Disney could be like, okay, you know what? We can't put fucking Punisher tearing people's fucking heads off next to fucking Spider-Man, who's fucking PG-13, like happy-go-lucky. Let's put it on Hulu because they can do whatever the fuck they want. We still give them the money. We still get money from them for people viewing it. So it's like that to me seems the most logical place if they don't want to deal with Netflix's shit. Because I don't think Netflix wants to deal with Disney's shit. Because even if the situation where they probably canceled it for not even the ratings, apparently the ratings weren't the fucking problem. I think it was just Disney doing their own shit. So if Netflix doesn't want to deal with Disney at all, Hulu's already part of Disney anyway, so that seems the most logical place to put them all.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. I see, and the reason I'm going to ask this next person about this because this person was actually crying because the storyline of Jigsaw hurt her heart so much because he was going through so much stress and pain and suffering with his very couple of slight scratches. Jet, what do you feel about Marvel and Netflix possibly going to Hulu with their piece of shit shows?
You confused the fuck out of me for a second. When you said Jigsaw, I thought you were talking about the one dude from fucking Saw, and I was just like,
Well, they had the same name.
They have the same name, so yeah.
I was getting mad too. Like, this motherfucker just sitting here lying and shit.
No, because that's the thing, though, man. Like, look, I know that you didn't like that particular part of it, but you have to admit that there are certain things about the Punisher that made you want to continue on to the next episode after one would finish. Correct?
No,
But honestly, I feel like you're fucking lying.
I'm not lying. Like,
Okay.
I was not enjoying that.
Look, the animation was awful. That's why she doesn't like it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how she feels about most things. No, but like, I mean, do you feel like I know you're talking shit about Hulu a lot, but okay, like situations like this, do you feel like it would work?
I mean, yeah, like you said, or Alan said. I don't remember what
Hi.
you guys actually said that.
I'm
But
here
it's just
also.
like, yeah, you are here also. I'm here also too. But the thing is, like, the ratings weren't the problem. So I do see people going over to Hulu, like, if they don't already have accounts, like buying those accounts and having to deal with those fucking commercials and shit. But I mean, it'll work. Sadly.
Yeah, I mean, well, I won't even say sadly. I think that Hulu needs to do, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you don't want one particular fucking like service to monopolize every single thing because then you won't get any kind of competition, and then they'll just start racking up prices on you and fucking with you, which they're kind of already doing because they're a far lead versus everything else. Amazon and fucking Hulu, like no one has a fucking chance. Maybe HBO Go because of Game of Thrones, but like that's gonna end, this fucking year. So
I'm seriously considering getting an HBO account because, like, as much as Game of Thrones is the biggest draw, I also watch Westworld, which again is another draw. But apparently, there's also a lot of shows just no one ever talks. Like, the thing is, you always got to ask yourself when it comes to these streaming services is because, like, with cable, you didn't have a fucking choice. You had the big three, and now that was fucking it. You didn't have a choice of what you actually wanted to do. But nowadays, we have so many different avenues that it's like, I don't need to have a Netflix, Hulu, and HBO. I just have a Netflix subscription. And you guys know me. I run the fucking after hours. I don't need to have a subscription service. I choose to. I specifically choose to have Netflix because I see that there's enough worth to me consistently paying up, I think, like $13, $14 a month. That there's enough interesting shows. I get introduced to new shows, new action movies. It's enough there for me to be worth it. So maybe there's someone out there that actually thinks Hulu is worth it, and this is the best thing for them. But you always have to ask yourself with these streaming services that we never had that option with cable is this worth it to me? HBO, I feel like I want to watch a couple more shows to see whether or not it's worth it. I might end up getting an HBO subscription because I feel like it's personally worth it. But then I could cancel it the next month if I don't feel like it's worth it. Like Allie does that. She only gets her HBO subscription to watch Game of Thrones. That's the only reason she ever gets it.
Yeah, which makes sense though because it's that exclusivity is so important when it comes to something like that, man. I mean, dude, I used to enjoy Netflix for having some of the wrestling documentaries that were on there because I didn't like stealing every fucking thing I watched. Yeah. And then WWE Network came around and it's like, okay, dude, like I don't need WWE Network. I have my fucking ways of watching shit, but because it has the exclusivity of these documentaries, it literally took business away from Netflix from me. Same with Shudder. It's this horror movie.
Oh yeah,
fuck. And they have all the best, or not best, but like all the newest B movies that come out like right away. And it's like if you're a person who loves that horror shit, you're not gonna get that on Netflix, man. Like I don't know if you looked at like the genre specific like categories and shit on Netflix, but they don't like to placate to any genre. They just have a very medium, average amount or intermediate amount for every single genre out there. And I think if you're a super fan of any kind of genre, you're always going to be like disappointed or underwhelmed with Netflix. Like there's times, dude, where I just go through the menu and I just scroll for fucking ever and never find anything I want to watch. Because
that's the thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not to cut you off. I'll wait till you finish.
Well, I mean, there's really nothing else to say. But like, yeah, I mean, do you do that too, though? Like, do you see what I'm saying, or?
Not necessarily, because like it's funny because What's in the Box always has great recommendations. Check them out. One of the shows that they recommended was The Kingdom, and it's literally just The Walking Dead with zombies. And the best way to kind of describe it is The Walking Dead when it's good. I know
Did
people
you say
are
The Walking Dead
with zombies.
Yeah, I know. But, man, fuck off. Man, it's like
it's just Star Wars.
It's Korean The Walking Dead set in the past. That's probably a better way to describe it. But it's one of those things where it's like
with hobbits.
Man, wait till you fuck up something later. I don't want to hear you right now.
That's why I'm like a pig and dog shit right now, just whittling.
A pig and dog shit?
Wait, that made perfect sense. What are you talking about,
it'd be a pig and pig shit.
All right, hold on. Maybe I'm a pig that likes to change it up once in a while.
No, that's not how it fucking works. But anyway, what I'm saying is Netflix brings in all of these different things from around the world. Like one of my favorite genres, and I don't know where Kirk is, but like action choreography, I fucking love it. I'm not getting that with Hollywood movies. I'm gonna get that with foreign action movies. Netflix is putting them all over the place. So Netflix gives the ability for other countries that wouldn't necessarily get their stuff on there onto Netflix. So The Kingdom is a really good show, and I highly recommend it. The last episode's kind of but the 5 there is really good. I would never have watched that because it's a Korean show that I would never have access to if I didn't have a Netflix subscription. But Netflix is like, hey guys, check this the fuck out. Maybe you'll enjoy it. They're a great service for shit that you probably would have never fucking heard of.
Yeah, and now I agree with you with that. But at the same time, though, like I mean, even with Netflix doing the Kingdom thing, it's like. Yeah, one thing I will say that's kind of silly as far as the business move goes is when you give somebody all of something. Like, for instance, another show that I really fucking like is F is for Family, Bill Burr's animated show. Dude, it's the most trendiest, coolest, awesomest fucking thing for one fucking day. And it's gone. Not because of its, like, quality or anything. It's just, why the fuck would I go back? Like, there's no point. And even with Kingdom, it's like, dude, let's say I binge it all this week, right?
Yeah.
I will never talk about Kingdom again until they literally make an entire new season of that fucking show, which they will not do because they don't. I mean, like, why would they? You know what I mean? Like, it's a little silly. I'm saying
no, because I mean, what was it? Castlevania got greenlit for a second season day one. They see how popular it is out. Like, they see the spike, and yeah, you're right. It's not the constant, gradual or the spike for like an entire 6 months like regular television shows. It's a different model, but it's the model that had them stand out. Like, Netflix became a staple because they had everything there. Like, when they released their shows, it was all there, so you no longer need to wait. The one of the problems with the show is they don't the shows themselves don't understand that. So the shows have endings, which makes no goddamn sense, or cliffhangers, which make goddamn sense because you can just literally watch the next episode. It has no build up. But it was what made them different. It made them different than network television. You know, like let's say an episode is trash, you can immediately watch the next episode. The only reason I got through season 8 of The Walking Dead, which is boring as shit, was because I could just watch the next episode right then and fucking there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I see your point. But yeah, hopefully when it comes to them bringing back blah, blah, blah. I was gonna say Marflex. No, Marvel, Netflix. When you bring those shows back, I do hope they kind of. Fuck you, man. And Mark Wahlberg, by the way, too. That's another person that Alan fucking likes a lot. I gotta tell you, I fucking hate Mark.
What's your love of racism, Alan?
Not my fault. Just people I like are racist.
Wait, what? He's
racist. That came out wrong.
I love telling this story because it breaks his heart. And
don't tell me his side. I don't want to fucking hear it.
All right, so in his younger days, during the Marky Mark days, this motherfucker beat up some Asian dude so bad that he blinded him. And a lot of the thing that came out of that was he mostly did that because the dude was Asian.
Okay, because I was going to ask you at first, I was like, well, that's not racist. Maybe he's just an Asian asshole, and the guy whooped his ass.
No,
he also threw a whole bunch of rocks at a bus filled with black kids too.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot more to it, but that was the biggest thing.
I forgot about that. Jet actually told me that before.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Jet says shit that I don't believe. Like, she'll say things, I'm just like, okay, listen, like, you make a lot of fucking jokes, and you're way too good of a goddamn actress to not be in movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. She's told me something. She literally made me believe that there was a 31st in February for, like, a good fucking minute.
No, that was your fault.
You believe in 4 extra days, Jet? Props.
No, dumb shit, that's 3 extra days.
I can't count, so props, Jet.
Oh my god, you both suck. Holy shit.
What depends on each year, Alan?
Jeff, he said, "Contra, that's a lot of bad vibrations."
Stupid. This is just stupid. That was just dumb.
Y'all are both fucking. Y'all both.
Julian's asking a really good question. He says, "Alan, why are you a sexist racist?"
Why are you a bitch?
I wondered the same thing. I asked him, and he just tells me, "Leave me alone, Mexican."
I don't want to hear. I've never said that. I've never said that.
In his defense, I'm Mexican, but it's just the way he said. You could just feel the hatred.
The tone.
Anyways, man, we're gonna get into our very last topic here, and it's trailers, more trailers, and some teasers. I don't know where to fucking start off with this. I will start off with one thing. God damn, that Aladdin. Dude, what's up with Will Smith, y'all?
I don't fucking know. When I first heard the genie, I thought someone just dubbed over like some shit from Fresh Prince or another movie. Because I'm like, no. They're gonna have him do some sort of accent. They're gonna have him talk maybe a bit more eccentric. They're trying to at least somewhat compare it to the Rob Williams. Let's say Rob Zombie. Holy shit.
Wow. Rob Zombie's
human.
Rob Zombie's genie.
I'm the motherfucking genie.
No,
but it's just
Will consumes you while you make a wish.
That was actually pretty good.
But it's just Will Smith doing his typical Will Smith stuff, and it's probably some of the worst CG I've ever seen. And oh man, I don't know what's funnier, the CG effect or all the Captain Save-A-Hos on fucking Children of the Telescope. No guys, it's just a trailer. It'll be fixed up in the movie.
I hate that
Bitch,
shit.
all y'all are wrong.
Guess what though? I got something for you. Want to know something else?
Oh, don't tell me you like it. I'll fight you in the streets.
I don't like it. But I'll tell you this goddamn much. If I can, man, stop trying to make me take off the fucking ads. I guess I won't even click on that. I'm just gonna show you on my fucking screen.
Pay for it, bitch.
You know what else I don't like, Alan? This shit right here. This motherfucker. I like how everyone sat there. Oh, Genie looks fucking stupid, and you dumb motherfuckers, you all said that this shit was actually good. You guys are full of shit. Dude, he looks like Barney the fucking dinosaur. Look at this bullshit.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna I'm gonna break this down. It's very, very different. I'm gonna even say some shit from the original fucking trailers, because the thing is, when you see the work that they did to make Thanos the way Thanos is because you look at you can see it that they took the face. That they were actually able to take the face, and you see this from behind the scenes. But even when you look at it, they took Josh Brolin's face. Why do I keep saying Rob Zombie? Fuck. They took Josh Brolin's face.
We'll listen to Rob Zombie later.
They took Rob Zombie's face. No, they took Josh Brolin's face, and they're able to add shit. What? Why is any fucking way? They took his face. They were able to add some shit on there, and they were able to make the CG work. The problem with okay, you gotta stop laughing right now.
I'm sorry, cause you keep
throwing me the fuck off. I feel like
I took Rob Zombie's face and put it on Thanos.
Get on
Anyway.
my ass, we're coming.
Like I was gonna say with the genie, it doesn't look like they modeled the fucking face because that picture looks fine. You gotta take the fucking image from the teaser trailer that doesn't look like the image you're showing the fucking rabbit. That literally looks like they just took Will Smith's face and put it on a CGI object. It looks like a terrible version of LA Noire fucking physics. Because if you've ever played LA Noire, it looks like they kind of have a real face on a body that's in the game engine, but the face is very real. That's the technology they use. The one they use in the fucking trailer looks like a bad version. It literally looks like his face is moving, but the rest of him is it. It's like they're two different moving things. It is really, really badly looking. It doesn't look like they did with the whole Josh Brolin thing of actually trying to make it work. Like, I'm not gonna say that Thanos is the greatest CGI thing to ever fucking CGI, but I'm saying that Thanos was fine. This is not.
Okay, well, you know what though? I don't disagree. Okay, but at the same time, I'm just saying when people freak out a certain way on the internet, right? I think sometimes people just kind of freak out and they hear somebody else say it's like, oh, dude, I agree. Let me like use your thing and put it on mine. Now we got 2x multiplier, and then let's do this other fucking thing. Now it's like a 4x, and it's like everyone just gets together, and now like this thing that they kind of disliked is so multiplied that it turns into hatred, and it's like, you motherfuckers, how dare you? Like, really? I'm sorry.
How dare I? How dare I?
what
This
do you
is
feel
bad
about,
though.
man?
Like, this isn't good.
I feel in the middle. I'm kind of with you and Alan. Like, it's one of those things that it's shitty, but like it's kind of like, what did y'all expect, really, honestly?
Yeah.
Because it is supposed to be a hardcore kids movie, but then you to say that and then look at Jungle Book and all the other ones they've done like really good jobs in terms of their live action adaptation and trying to make it look somewhat realistic and totally drop the ball here. It's kind of like I don't know how to feel. Like, yeah, JP's calling us contrarian bastards. Like, I think that's the most honest way to feel about this because one, the movie hasn't come out yet, and it's just the first trailer. Hell, the main character hasn't even spoken yet. Everyone's losing their shit about the genie. I want to know what Aladdin's about to talk, or how Jasmine interacts with this.
Oh,
Like,
the white guy that's playing Aladdin?
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Alan, we tried to get you casted.
They found the whitest Arab they could. The whitest Arab they fucking could.
You didn't even bother putting Penelope in a little monkey costume. Like, you could have got the role, but you didn't do it.
I will never. I don't like. No one's ever gonna believe me. I don't care how much they pay me. I would never play Aladdin.
I feel like with the right enough amount of money.
I feel if I had 30 grand cash.
I mean, none of y'all would ever forgive me when they're like, "We're gonna give you $10 million," and I said no to $10 million. None of y'all will. You all will stop being my friend.
It's one of those things, man. Like, it's easy to say it when the money's not in front of you, and you start thinking of those bills, things you could pay for. That's moving money right there. That's furniture money, man. That's how motherfuckers suck dick, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, nah. I stand by my fucking statement. Here. There's not enough money, even in a joking sense, even in a parody sense. I will never play Aladdin.
Oh, gotcha, we have a new mission up our sleeve, sir.
But to try to get me to play Aladdin?
No, actually try to get you to suck dick. That'd be hilarious.
Okay, all right, we're on the same page then. Nice.
Oh,
Yep,
fuck
exactly.
all y'all.
High five.
I forgot.
Dude,
I
why
had
is
a
this
point to
sticky?
say earlier and I forgot.
It's okay. I think it's about how you like Rob Zombie as a genie.
Rob Zombie's genie.
Jet, I'm gonna ask you really quick, Jet. Like, I know you like ridiculous shit, and you're like, "Oh, the animation's shitty." What did you feel about the genie? I actually haven't even talked to you about this, like even in private. Like, what did you think about Will Smith as the big blue smoke?
I'm trying to think who did it better, Tobias from Arrested Development or Will Smith.
I don't know.
I'll throw you one in there. What is that actor from Big Fat Liar? I always forget his fucking name.
Oh, not Joe Pesci, but the person I keep calling Joe Pesci.
Why do you keep trying to call upon your father?
Oh my god, he was in Straight Outta Compton and Lady in the Water. I keep forgetting his name. Some of the chat knows what I'm talking
this
about.
particular person, though, yeah, I agree with Jet, though. David Cross, this was fucking great. Like, this was hilarious. God, that mustache, dude. I didn't think it was so fucking massive until the.
Man, that's some powerful Smurfism right there.
I know.
Oh,
man.
now I remember what I was gonna fucking say. Earlier in the show when we talked about, well, this is what the fan, because the fan wanted Will Smith blue, and we spoke earlier. It's like, well, the Aliens fans just want aliens in there. We don't want it to be shit though. We don't want it to suck. Like with Ridley Scott doing the fucking Prometheus and Covenant, those movies are fucking trash. Even if they had,
it's not the director and the writer's fault that your idea sucked and they did your idea and it didn't work because you do not know how to create these. Like, I'm not saying that you as a person. Well, but here's the thing, though. I think most people, when they say things, I want to see this, I want to see that. Dude, you know what I wanted to fucking see when I was going to see Fallen Kingdom? I wanted to see dinosaurs fight fucking lions. To be honest, if it actually happened on screen, it probably would have been fucking stupid, dude. All right? You know what?
Maybe.
Another thing I wanted to see, too, with Transformers 4, I want to see Optimus ride a dinosaur. I got it. He actually rode the dinosaur, and it was fucking dumb. It was very dumb. And it's like, it's not up to me anymore to decide what I want to see. I should just shut my big fucking mouth, go see the movie, and if it's good, it's fucking good. And that's all
But
that
again,
matters.
my point
like-
is that when they end up trying to sit there and placate, and they think as long as we placate, as long as we make Will Smith blue, everyone's gonna shut up. It's that half-ass measure. This is a fucking like probably gonna be $150 million to $200 million movie, and they're fucking cutting corners because they think as long as we have a series of names and a series of other bullshit, we'll sell fucking tickets. Like I don't know how this is gonna do in the theaters. It might end up making us fucking money. I don't fucking know. But this is that problem. It's just placating without actually trying to do something good.
Real talk though, like Will Smith, are you guys even excited for Will Smith being in movies anymore?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I think he's next cast. Somebody
Yeah.
said they should have had Terry Crews, and I think that would have been way better.
Yeah.
No, okay, no, and people need to get off Tyler Cruz's fucking penis too. That's another.
Tyler.
Tyler Crews?
Listen, dude. Look, look, I'm white.
We got Rob Zombie, we got Tyler Cruz. Who's next?
That's how people surrender here in the Midnight Chat Tech. We just say we're white.
Yeah, and then everyone just hates us, and it's okay because it's 2019. But the thing is,
Jeff Whitey.
look, man. As far as this shit goes with Will Smith, look, it's fucking stupid. It is what it is, right? But one thing that I feel like has a chance to be good, and then it just fucking completely just said, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck being good in this realm where we do really crazy movies like this. Let's just be fucking stupid and steal a tone that was given to us in the February of fucking 2017 is Ma. And the reason why I'm saying that and building it up the way I am, this reminds me so much of what we got with the Get Out trailer. Where it's so fucking... Shut up, Microsoft account thingy. Fucking so goddamn loud. Anyways, sorry if you guys blew out your fucking ears there.
When you see the spike in the audio, ding.
Yeah, but people, there's this trailer, and I didn't even know about this until we started getting ready for the show.
Heard it.
Yeah, I know, right? It was fucking loud as shit. There's this fucking trailer called Ma, and it reminds me a lot of the Get Out trailer, where when you first got it, it was so crazy. You know, got Daniel Kaluuya crying, there's a girl stirring fucking tea, all this crazy shit's going on, and you get this, and to be honest, still after even watching this 3 fucking times now, I don't get if it's a comedy, I don't get if it's a horror. I gotta tell you, that fucking lady, is she raping kids? Or is she just making out with them? Or is it a drinking thing where it's like, hey, we do crazy shit because we drink? Like, dude, it's so tonally all over the fucking place.
Oh, you want me to explain this or Jet? Because I think pretty much me and her really focused on this trailer hard.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have Jet do it really quick. Because, Jet, I'm going to ask you why you don't like this. Because I know you hated it. I know you had the exact same reaction that I did. So why were you hating it so much?
Well, let's get the big part out of the way. Made by the same people who did The Help. That's out right there. Terrible. 2, a group of white kids, 1 black kid being terrorized by a dark-skinned black woman. Bad. This is some reverse mammy shit. I did not like this trailer whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too, is, like, she is acting so goofy with the shit, too. Like, oh, man, y'all better hang out with me. Y'all better blah, blah, blah. Like, she's doing, like, you know, the sassy black woman thing, which is cool, and that's funny in a comedy, but this is a horror movie. Like, you need to push the fucking agenda of, like, yeah, I'm supposed to be scared. I'm supposed to be uncomfortable. I want to laugh, but I want to laugh for the wrong reasons. This is fucking dumb.
It's a fucking... I don't even know what the fuck they're trying to go at. It's a fucking Project X meets Don't Breathe.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are they trying to go for? It's a fucking party movie, and then near the end of the trailer, it becomes like Don't Breathe, where they're fucking stuck in this house where this person's chasing them.
I kind of got what's going here, and I'm mad because if I do explain this to y'all, I'm putting a warning out here. This is some ruthless wonder type spoiler shit. Because I already see where this film is going. So what's happening here is they're doing the same thing in that one movie with Samuel Jackson, where we find out the dude hates him because he's white and the wife is black. Like, this is something going on where it's a reverse Freddy Krueger with some racial elements, because it seems like the reason she's so, like, mammy to them, Jet, is she's trying to lure them in to hang out, and at one point she makes out with one of the white teenage kids in a corner, and one of the dialogue parts is like, oh, you remind me of just like your dad. So what I'm thinking here is what she's doing is attracting all these kids that were popular, that had parents that were popular in high school that she went to, and is trying to basically either sleep with the son of the football player to relive that experience, or 2, either murder them in a way that actually feels like she's getting revenge. It's basically Freddy Krueger meets
Lakeview Terrace.
Yeah, Lakeview Terrace, basically.
Oh, that was the movie, yeah.
And I don't trust this shit. I don't trust movies like that that have no black writers. By the way, this was made all by white people. No black person on the team. That's already untrustable.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I'm not really concerned about like the color of anyone's skin, like making a movie, because sometimes like I feel like, you know, like the movie that Daniel Kaluuya made, or not Daniel Kaluuya, fucking Jordan Peele, with Get Out. I feel like many people could have made that same movie. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a Mexican dude could have done it. You know, anyone could do that movie because just the concept. Like I'm not black, and I understand why that movie's fucking scary. Like you know what I mean? I'm surprised that movie hasn't been made 5 fucking times already. You know, that's something that's been following people for years and decades. So it's like when it comes to that shit, I don't really care. My frustrations with it is that the whole premise is not even fucking respected. You got the girl's goddamn dancing, man. She's doing like dabs and shaking her ass in the fucking crowd, and then no young person in the entire fucking house is turning around going, "What the fuck is this old lady doing here?"
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, 'cause, again, it doesn't know what the fuck it wants to do. It's trying to be a party movie and then trying to be a thriller. Because like, there's a fucking shot of someone getting fucking murdered in this fucking trailer, like
It's not
hard.
trying to be a party movie. What it is I know what this is because I hung out with a few adults that they didn't pull the real weird shit where they started molesting us, hanging out with us, but they were basically adults that never really grew up. They were like in their 30s and 40s and stuff, and they got more. They hung out more with kids, and they got them more like teenagers and young adults and shit like that. And it seems like they're doing a play on that, where it's like, oh, she's just a cool lady down the street. They go hang out at Ma's house. She's not related to us, but you know, she treats us like her daughter. She treats us like her son. We hang out there. We smoke pot at her house. We drink a little. We trip. She watches over us. We never get in trouble. It's one of those like weird situations, like sometimes a lot of bad kids need in order to keep them from really losing their mind. And I'm glad I found a good family that did that with me because they actually taught me not to keep doing that shit. But when it comes to this shit, it's also a move that a lot of predators use to get their victims into very comfortable situations, and that's one thing they're touching on. The problem is, this is exactly what Jet talks about when she says, oh, people just use fucking real issues, just try to get us set up, and they just drop the ball throughout the whole film. Because there's child molestation, there's some racial undertones, and there's things. It seems like, I'm pretty sure when we watched the movie, that she got bullied by the white parents.
Yeah.
And that's going to play a role in it.
No, you mean when we read the plot synopsis? Because we ain't watching this shit.
I like how Kirk is saying that she's gonna start calling the kids bitch. Hey, come over here, bitch! Ah, like you know, like
yeah,
shit.
it's serial killer in the end.
Bitch,
I'm gonna get you! Ah! No, dude. By the way, Justin Zarian, who's not watching this right now, normally he is. He does the best Freddy Krueger impersonation. Guys, if you want to get very entertained, message Justin. Have him send you voice clips of him as Freddy. That'd actually be weird. Never mind, don't do that. So, I gotta tell you, man, this mod trailer, I'm pissed off that whatever the fuck it is, it's just not even taking itself seriously. Like, dude, you had a good theory, Gandra. You did. But it's just kind of like, even if you're right, the bitch is dancing. So, like, what the fuck is scary? Like,
it's going to be the first half. It's going to be, like I said, the Project X half, and then it's going to be how it is. Oh, you remember Cable Ann with Jim Carrey, where at first everything was... Yeah. Remember at first everything's so cool. He's helping him out. He's getting him free cable. He's taking him out to, you know, restaurants and bars or dancing. But then it starts becoming stalkery and killery in the second half. That's what this movie's going to be. It's going to be, oh, man, this is... Because we basically saw the fucking movie in the trailer. Oh, man, it's so cool. We get to go play. We get to go do drugs. We get to go do all sorts of shit. She's even fucking buying us this shit. She's doing all this stuff. Oh, I want to go do something else. What do you mean you want to go do something else? And that's when it becomes stalkery and killery.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So we'll see what happens with that fucking movie. Now, speaking of scary and fuckery.
And thinking of not being able to pronounce it, because I don't think anyone here, including myself, will be able to pronounce the actual name of this movie.
Oh, yeah, no, I got this. The Curse of La Leona. Thank you.
La Leona.
Don't they say they pronounce it very oddly or very differently in the trailer?
Well, you know, Mexicans fuck everything up.
Are you saying you fucked it up, or are you saying the movie fucked it up?
First of all, it's Ong, not Ang.
Fuck you. Actually, no,
that
this
pisses
movie
off a lot of people, man. That's fighting words in some circles.
According to Alan, this movie is also starring Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie's La Llorona.
Wait, what was that?
I heard El Dorado.
La Dorada? Dude.
El Dorado,
okay,
fuck it.
Really quick. Hey, Alan. Where the fuck is the D in this goddamn name, brother?
Dude, I swear to God, the fucking start of the fucking trailer, like, the way she's... I don't know if you could show that specific part, but, like, she says it, and it sounds like there's a D in it.
Oh, maybe she's just... I don't know, there's bass in it or something. I don't know.
Again, it's a different language, so they probably have a different pronunciation, even though the spelling is there.
I gotta tell you, though...
his voice, sadly.
This would have been such a cool fucking trailer and a cool fucking thing to be hyped about if it wasn't for the fact that, like, look, this is actually scary, and this is actually based on a real, like, story about this fucking Mexican culture ghost. I don't know much about this kind of shit. I'm a really bad Mexican, but looking at this, man, it looks fucking cool. It looks fucking creepy. And then they do this thing where they do this weird waiting thing, and it's like, you know for sure the jump scare is going to come. You've seen a trailer before. You know how the rules of a trailer. This scene with this little girl in the fucking tub. Alan, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the end of the fucking. That's literally the end of the fucking. I literally was like, "Where's the jump scare? I think it's behind you. Go look for the jump scare."
No, well, it's behind her, right? See, and there it is. You guys can see it. Oh, so scary. She's gonna scrub her fucking head. Then it goes away, and then it fucking pulls her in the goddamn water. And then, I mean, I can't show too much. I mean, and by the way, too, people, like, look, I'm almost about to get in trouble from YouTube because I'm showing too much trailer, but I can't not show you too much because the whole fucking end is this one scene. Yeah. And it's like, dude, like, it's really... I like how Max trying to help us. La Llorona. There you go. See, that's not that bad. Right, Alan? Say it with me really quick.
Hey, I heard something completely different than the trailer.
Yeah.
I heard something completely... Like, maybe I got to listen to the trailer.
La Llorona?
No, La Llorona.
La Llorona?
Mm-hmm.
Point is, when I heard the trailer, I heard something completely different. So I'm like, okay, that's the actual pronunciation. It's going to add it to the list of things I cannot pronounce to save my fucking life.
2 minutes later, La Amigo. It looks like a good movie.
No. Again, the curse of whatever the fuck. Like again, like with Gosha Sithanima, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna buy that game day one, but I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. But when it comes to this movie, it's like it seems like it's doing a lot of stuff. Like it does a lot of jump scares, but at this point, like it feels like we can't have a horror movie without jump scares. Mm-hmm. But it is doing a lot of extra stuff that I hope that the focus is more on, like the whole blood dropping there, like trying to do some stuff that I love the first Insidious for, where it's like it's trying to use the environment, how dark the shadows are, to try to like trick your mind and thinking something's there, trying to make you scare yourself versus the movie itself being scary. I'm like, I hope they focus more on that. And it's weird because James Wan like doesn't like he started off doing horror, but then he kind of left horror because he didn't want to like be pigeonholed into just doing horror movies. So it's kind of weird that he's probably just coming back because he's like, hey, I'm tired of doing the big budget Hollywood movies. Let me do something low budget. Let me do something horror and see whether or not to go. Man, Julian, fuck you. You can't sit there and tell me Ma looks good and say fucking La Llorona, whatever the fuck it's called, looks shit. Man, fuck you. He says fucking La Llorona looks okay. Man, fuck you. This looks
fuck you and the
way
magic
better.
Part that you wrote in on, bitch.
Yeah, I'll fucking watch the Curse of whatever the fuck versus watching Ma.
I gotta say, like, the Curse of La Lasagna is fucking gonna be great.
Lasagna.
And, I think, look, here's the thing, man. Like, I think the movie is gonna be good, right? But the thing is like, I feel like I've seen this movie already with so many others, like The Conjuring, Annabelle, blah, blah, blah. Sure. And I'm gonna continue seeing those fucking movies. And this, especially after last year's Nun, why the fuck would I mean, dude, the character on here, the La Leona, she looks just like the Nun. She looks literally exactly the same, but the same skin color and everything.
I don't know the lore too much, but I think, because I've heard this story a few times. Yeah, Kirk mentioned it like that. I think what she is she's a mother that drowned her children. Yeah. Or she was a nun that did it or something. It's one of those crazy women stories that you hear around the world that she lost her mind one day or her kids acted really disappointed or they talked back. It was one of those things you tell your kids you don't have to beat their ass constantly. And that's something that is big in, I think, a lot of Mexican cultures. That's why you're able to pronounce it right well.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, man, look, it could be cool. It could be whatever the fuck it is. The one thing that's kind of funny, though, is that Jet did not want to watch the trailer because she's so fucking freaked out over the goddamn, like, jump scares with these horror movie trailers.
Yeah, I don't think that's what she said.
Well, no. Like, what she says is her being a badass, usually. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck. This shit looks fucking stupid. But I'm telling the truth here. She's fucking scared.
Famous Jet Jackson is not badass.
No, she's not. I'm sorry. Jet, look, you're a little bit of a softie when it comes to this shit, okay? Like, I'm sorry to tell you that. Are you there even?
Yes.
Yeah. No,
you let him talk all that shit and you were there the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, what he said doesn't matter to me.
Oh. There.
Damn.
There it goes, y'all. I think I just lost that one.
I think your ball just fell to the floor, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you pick him up, put him in your mouth? Anyway, I'm so sorry. Dude, are they that?
You actually holding?
They're not that big.
That's what she said.
You know, do you want big balls?
I have big balls, sir.
Yeah, that's not comfortable. When you get old, they're gonna be dragging all over the place. It's gonna be sticking to your fucking leg.
I sit home now, man. It hurts. It sucks.
No, that's why you wear a jock strap 24/7.
Yeah. So, do you guys both have this problem?
No, I don't have the problem, but jockstrap 24/7 sounds like a great way to invite boils and zits to your crotch.
Well, hey, if you clean it like a normal person.
Well, that's too much work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too much work for y'all to clean yourselves. Okay.
So, a little big case is good for the soul and the body.
Oh,
right?
why don't you go manscape with your fucking hairy ass? Yeah.
I can. It'll grow back in a
Wait,
day.
talking about manscaping, I just have to ask real quick.
What's that?
Alan, what's your chin here? If I like put my finger on it, do I unlock your head?
It's like that thing from Men in Black. Something. I didn't notice that. The thing is, okay. The thing is, okay.
On SoundCloud, Alan's got like a perfect beard, but he's got this one patch in the middle of his chin right now that looks like a perfect thumbprint.
Yeah.
Okay, the only thing I could think of is it grows in a lot, so I'm able to kind of pull it out really easily. And because unlike these two fucking manscaped individuals, I actually have hair on my body.
I feel strong pussy hair down here.
Yeah, you grow 3 or 4 hairs. But the thing is, when I'm watching television, I often kind of sit like this with my fingers crossed. The problem is I'm always playing exactly in that spot, so I think I'm just inadvertently randomly pulling hairs out and not noticing it. That's all in the one area because I just sit like across like this the whole time for hours. I'll just watch television and I don't notice that I'm randomly pulling my hairs out.
Dude, that's just fucking weird, dude.
I gotta go shave and tell you that, but now it's like, super
literally
noticeable.
it's like it looks like you're balding, but on your chin.
The
It's
thing
like-
is my hair grows back really fast, so it's like it could easily just like if I just stop fucking touching my hair, it'll grow back really easily. But it's like I'm not, so it's really noticeable because everything else around is super dark. But as soon as I shave, it won't be noticeable.
I like how fucking Alan's literally like growing Dr. Phil in his fucking chin. That's amazing. Like that bald.
Man,
I'm Arab. We don't go bald.
I don't got a fucked up hairline except this little part here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a hairline except for that part here. How about that?
Bitch, I got a hairline. I'm just ashamed of my forehead.
Motherfucker, you're balding on your face.
What?
Yeah. What?
Alan, this is what we talk about when you go too far. You were winning. Why'd you overbet?
You're doing good.
Because you go big or
Dude,
go home.
Yeah, do not take this motherfucker to the casino. I just realized that your personality would
Oh no,
fuck you up
no!
over
I
there.
tried
Yo,
the other day.
Real quick, shout out to Jet for saving me on a hot streak on blackjack by telling me, bitch, you better go home now before you lose all the money.
Yeah, no, I
Damn
literally I was playing a fucking random free-to-play game, and it's like, oh, spin the lottery to get more gold, and I was doing so good. I was up by like 200, like not real money. Don't get me wrong, this is still fake money. But I'm like, I bet I can win more. I bet I can get that jackpot. I broke even. Like I could have just walked away. I literally text God. I'm like, yo, man, don't take me to the casino. If we ever go though, you got to take me the fuck out. And he texts me back. We're both fucked. We're gonna go get Jet.
No. I got you if you start losing and your streak is like, there's no streak here, man. Like, you got to stop. This is just throwing money away. Now, if you start winning and it's a balance of like, we keep going up and down, Jet has to save us.
Yo, so what happened one time? The only time I've ever been is we were just going out to this random place. It was a good time, but the thing is, my random story is I went to play blackjack. I put $20 down, and as soon as I sat down, the house immediately got 21, and I blinked and the 20 was gone. He just threw one like I'm looking down like what? And he's like, okay, you want to go? I'm like, I don't know. I just walked away like in shock because like I could have if I crumpled it up and threw it off a bridge, it would have taken longer for me to lose it than losing it. And now like I just watched my friend like shocked, like I got fucking hit in the head. I didn't know what the fuck happened. And friend's like, well, did you lose money? I'm like, no, I still got like $10 in fives. Like here, go to the slots. So I go to the slots and immediately win 40. I'm like, oh, okay, I want a little bit of money. I got another 5. Let me try it again. Immediately win 70. Friend of mine just cashes me the fuck out because she knows where this is going.
See, that's one of the things I kind of like about gambling is I like the aspect that some people are good at different luck games than others. Because me, with slots, I just lose my money all the time. Like sluts and slots, like it's horrible. Exactly. All my money just disappears. But when it comes to blackjack, now I love me some fucking blackjack because, like when I was talking about earlier, I had went to the casino one time. I maybe had brought $100. That's all I was going to spend. So I dropped $25 down on blackjack, and I got 21 right away. So I'm like, okay, this might be a good night. So I started betting above, like I think I started betting like $50 at one point. So I just kept banging out. I kept being the dealer. I kept getting 21, and at one point I got 4 21s back to back. I was up maybe $450 to $500 to the point that I was texting the Google Hangouts like, y'all, I just won an extra $400. I'm just gonna keep playing, or should I fucking leave? Because
we all get the fuck out.
But just specifically because I called y'all. That's how worried I was. She was like, "Bitch, don't lose all your money because you better pull some dumbass move. Go home."
All I know is before you wasting your money on sluts.
I mean, it's Ganja. He's a hoe.
I am not a hoe anymore, sir. I am now a very nice, Well, I was about to say married man. That's completely wrong. place.
A married man?
You're not reformed. You're simply contained.
I'm reformed, goddammit, like Christianity.
Contained. But yeah, those are those things where it's like, yo, man, if I ever go to the fucking, because I'll probably go like older slots. Because like the thing is, you gotta understand is, and I don't know if Nick grew up the same way, but when you didn't have internet, any video games, there was 2 games you could play. There was the ping pong, the space ping pong, or blackjack. Yeah. Those are the 2 games you had for free.
And
I played blackjack. Like, yeah, I didn't play solitaire because I didn't really understand it. But I played the fuck out of blackjack all the fucking time. All the fucking time. I knew every single thing. I played that. I'm like, so when you see, I'm like, yeah, I know blackjack, right? This shouldn't be too hard. It's just math. Man, holy shit! To this day, that was like almost 5 years ago, and I still haven't forgotten.
Yeah, like I like how Kirk is saying, I went to a strip club and lost $100, so I won.
If you're making money at a strip club, we have to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Yo, what's the with $20? Made out 100.
So like, Julian just admitted he didn't go to a strip club in Vegas, so that means you were a bitch.
Yeah. I want to go to a strip club in Vegas. Like everything costs more.
You're dating somebody right now. I don't expect you to go to a strip club with me.
You never go to a strip club anyway.
This motherfucker had a girlfriend since '92.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think 92 is shitting his pants.
I don't think he was born in 92.
Well, he does get pussy though, like STD ridden pussy, but he does get pussy.
And it's all Alan's fault.
Yep.
That story that's convoluted so much that the actual original story doesn't fucking matter anymore.
I just like how he just tries to blame you, like you ran in the bedroom, just like stuck his dick in there for him, and, like ran out.
Oh, he was 1, by the way, so Julian was getting pussy around that time.
Okay, so I was off by a year because it's like I don't think he was born then, but 1, like motherfucker.
Anyways, but no, people, like before you get the fuck out of here, because I wish we could just keep talking about stories, but we had our own personal stories, but I actually had to stick to a fucking like little thing here, and our little thing here is Frozen.
Let it go, let it go.
We're still on stories. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. Frozen 2. What did you think, brother?
Okay, so it's so fucking weird because before I met this is I'm not gonna make too long.
Like, did you meet the fucking bitch from Frozen?
Yeah, you hanging out with Elsa and Anna? What the fuck?
Well, hey, according to Cedric, Elsa's now officially my girl because I love the fucking cold. But before I met any of y'all,
you also love the micro.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. But before I met the MC, I kind of lived under a rock. So when Frozen came out, I actually never heard the song Let It Go until, I want to say, almost a year afterwards. So when first I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. It's just everyone was so sick of it because they heard it all the fucking time. So I have this weird relationship where I have no opinion on the fucking movie because I never fucking watched it. So when I'm watching this teaser, I was like, okay, what's this? It looks really, like, visually, looks really fucking good. I think that they bored a lot of the people that worked on Moana because Moana gets water really, really fucking well because that looks real. It looks like, I feel like I'm watching the fucking Last Jedi for a second, like fucking Rey on the fucking planet there. I'm expecting fucking Luke going, you don't know what the fucking song, you don't know what the fucking Frozen is, you don't know what cold is. Like I'm expecting that shit to happen. And when she starts running, like, oh, I kind of like that because she's training herself. You can see she's trying to train to control her powers. I'm like, that's kind of cool. It looks visually amazing, and I like her running across there. They're still kind of fucking up with her powers. I'm like, this looks really cool. I'm curious what the fucking plot is. It's getting me kind of interested. I almost want to watch the original movie just to get ready for this.
Yeah, and by the way, too, I like how Ganja asked the same question I was going to ask, where it's like, yeah, fuck Disney and the bullshit from Julian. Damn, what's your beef, bruh?
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man? Like, damn, I'm the one going off on corporations. Like, what's your problem right now?
And I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. If anyone should be bad at Disney, it's me.
Yeah, but the other... Or your own game skills.
But
no, the other
I will refuse it.
Really, if you guys argue about that shit, I'm going to whoop both y'all ass. No, but the one thing I want to ask really quick, too, though, and I'm going to ask Jet, because I know that she's such a huge fan of Frozen. What is your thoughts on Frozen 2? Because I know this is your favorite franchise.
First of all, I like how you skipped me for that question with La Llorona and shit.
La Llorona.
Hey, I'm just saying.
No, it is a Y. No, it's a La Llorona.
Is it an I or an L?
No, it's a Y because like it's Spanish, isn't it? So it's a Y.
Look, all I know
is
La Llorona.
Except after V, all right?
So I like how you skip me with that, but then go right to Frozen. Knowing I hate this shit.
Oh no, he did that on purpose because he specifically went to you for Ma as well.
Yeah, I know.
No, the thing is though, like I tried to, but then Alan's like, "Let me argue about Rob Zombie and Curse of fucking."
That never fall. Don't you fucking blame me, motherfucker. You
did
actively forgot about her.
Rewind the tape, John Madden.
You're right. Okay, you can't sit there and bring one thing I say and use it as an excuse for some of the other bullshit you forgot. Yeah, we talked about Rob Zombie, but you forgot Jet. Now bring it back to her.
Anyways.
But anyway, no, like I like how Disney is basically making their own version of God of War 4.
How the fuck? Okay, no.
I don't know
I'm
where
about to
she's going
skip
with
your
that, but I
ass
love the
again.
comparison.
I'm about to skip your ass again. I'm like Elsa over here. I'm about to put my hair back and whoop that ass. What are you talking about?
I don't know what she's talking about, but I love it.
How the shit does that connect?
There's a deer. It's kind of gray.
I
He has a
don't know, I
hair
just
net.
wanted to say that. But anyway. No, this trailer didn't really give me anything to work with. Like, I mean, it looks nice or whatever. I really don't know what they're planning on doing, some adventure or something. I mean, they did that in the first one, but even then, like, this trailer really wasn't that interesting to me.
Yeah, and here's the thing: people are talking about how dark this is. Are they talking about like the actual like color scheme of this? Because what's dark about it? Disney shit?
Well,
Like,
guess one thing I kept mentioning too inside the group chat was, yo, this had a tone
Damn.
change like a motherfucker.
Well,
Like-
it's a tone change, yeah.
Well, yeah, like one of the things is like the first one is like you want to talk about hardcore Disney kiddish shit. Like that first one is very guilty of that to the point that the music's interrupt a lot of the good scenes. And what I think they're doing here is they're trying to. This is one of the things that I have a problem with a lot of Disney's and a lot of studios in general movies is they'll get a good one-off series that has a closed-ended story. Like the only reason I remember how closed-ended is because I recently played Kingdom Hearts and I played the fucking movie again. Was the ending is so closed off to the point that the fact of doing a sequel, you can only do the grown-up story, another big bad appears story. It's one of the problems with a lot of these things that become trilogies by just the one-off movie being great. And now they have to come back to it because if not, they're going to lose the property or the fan base don't care anymore. They can't sell them a toast, especially just they care about that shit. So when it comes to Frozen, the fact that they're taking this more adult, kind of not adult tone because I haven't seen the movie yet, but this more like dark aesthetic and dark aspects, the way the characters look like they're more mature in the ways they deal with things. In terms of like Anna being more of a fighter, and she looks less like girlish and like less kiddish in this one around, to Elsa being more determined and less not being like so down on herself and being depressed all the time. Looks like she has determination and knows what she's doing, and they have a purpose of what they're doing. It's not just, hey, let's go save our sister and do a bunch of musical numbers while you try. And I kind of like what's going on here, and I'm glad Olaf didn't get the first fucking trailer because fuck that little snowman, I'm tired of his ass. And Charles Gad, fuck him, he's from Hollywood, Florida. Bitch, I'm coming for your spot when I get my comedian career up.
yeah,
community career.
but yeah.
So this basically is God of War 4.
No, it's not God of War 4 at all.
Except for everything that makes God of War. How? Like I'm sorry, I'm trying to make jokes, but I got nothing.
All right,
I'm gonna keep pushing that.
It's not God of War, but I get what
I'll be
you're
right
saying
back.
with these like godly powers just doing random bullshit because the movie is definitely guilty of that. Like Elsa has become a god queen at the end of that movie. Like she can control when winter comes and disintegrates. But when it comes to this, like it's my problem with a lot of these movies that are like one-off films that get expanded to other films is it just turns into like we're just gonna do these magical hero shit. So honestly, man, it's gonna be great for fucking kids. The kids are gonna love the songs, but for adults, like it might just be enjoyable. So if like if you get dragged, your niece and nephews, it's a holiday comes up, or you go down for a birthday and they want to go see it. You're not gonna be angry watching it. You're just gonna just enjoy it.
Actually, a perfect example of what Gon just fucking saying is that literally what happened with the Lego movie.
Yeah,
that's literally what happened with the Lego movie, where and they wear it on their fucking sleeve. They're trying to sit there and be a dark, more adult fucking sequel, and it's like if it could, I don't know. That's the thing. It can be done well. It can be done really fucking well. It's just we don't know because sequels nowadays are like it's weird. Sequels nowadays have almost always been like not flopping as far as like money. They've just been in quality because like when you look at Creed 1 is great. I fucking love Creed 1.
Julie just got homophobic for no reason.
Who did?
Like go back to that. It's cool, but it's fucking lame / gay.
Well, gay used to mean lean back in the 90s.
I know, but I'm just calling him after because he's always trying to be a progressive motherfucker. What did you homophobic, man?
You know, hey, why don't we spread that around when he gets famous in Hollywood? And it's, remember that one time he said gay? He's like, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. I got images. I got some screen caps from fucking. If it gets too famous.
Well, I mean, it is gay. # give Elsa a girlfriend.
But anyways, man, like. All I'm gonna say, man, is and Kirk Lazarus put it fucking perfectly too. He says there'll be a part where Elsa's got herself doing a cover of Linkin Park.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, man. Max is saying
in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Thank you. Like, I'm gonna get one of those big ass gongs, just like bong. Fucking.
Time to stop. Bong.
Yeah, I like how Julian finally says thank you, Jet. That's actually something that's
what
never
did Jet
happened.
say that he thanked her?
What?
I don't know.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, like Jet didn't say anything.
Max is saying, I get what Ganja is saying. If there's going to be a sequel, then lead into it. Frozen ended as a one-known movie. Yeah. No, I understand what Ganja's coming from, too. I never watched Frozen, but I'm telling you, like, I know what happens, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, this should have been his own fucking thing, too. I didn't think it was going to be that popular. I didn't think people actually loved this movie that much. I thought it was like a meme.
They don't. They love the songs.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
one song.
Well, it was one song, but it was also the time, because I don't know how many Disney movies necessarily were coming out to that quality. Because, like, I've never seen the movie, but, like, people were raving about it because I don't know how many Disney movies, because it was a long time ago. When was the first Frozen? I want to say it was, like, 2012.
Yeah.
It's, like, back then, I don't know how many Disney movies were coming out, because Zootopia and a bunch of the other ones and a bunch of the other Pixars didn't come out till years later. So I'm thinking it was probably one of the most, like, it wasn't a sequel, it was its own original thing, it was a Disney animated movie, so it had all of these steps to basically make it the most popular movie of the fucking decade when it came out. So it was kind of no-brainer a sequel would come out.
You know,
but it's like, again, Ganja, mute your fucking notifications.
That's what I was doing right now, and it fuck you, Facebook.
Go ahead, Alan.
Oh, so I fucking forgot. But anyway, like I say, it's like, again, to bring it back to what God's saying is that when you make movies that are closed, it's, again, fantastic. Shut up! It's like the Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beasts is a closed story, and the sequel tried to be darker, more mature, and just fell apart because they didn't know what it was doing, and it was trying to set up for a third movie. The Lego Movie was a one-off movie, and ended up doing a sequel that was kind of darker and then fucked up. Creed, even though technically it was never going to be a one-off movie, it does end conclusively, and the sequel's trying to be darker, more mature, and fails. I feel like this is the... You know how back extended universes used to be the fad? Now the fads are darker sequels, but honestly, no one's been able to pull it off right. I think I can't even think of a movie that's been able to do it right, and it's actually able to pull it off from like a lighthearted first one to a darker sequel. I feel like every one of them has failed.
Dude, like,
So they're all God of War 4.
I like how Alan is doing a marathon with his mouth. Like, it's.
I was like, go faster, faster.
Dude, if I had
faster.
a speeder, like one of those speedometer things, like the fucking police have, he would be arrested right now for drinking.
Motherfucker over here turning to plus the rhymes.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Julian's going to call me out in the fucking chat and just put a bunch of random letters saying Alan 2019.
Like, you're literally busy about from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Well, did y'all understand me?
No, we heard you,
No,
but that's
I
because me and him like both thugs.
Thank you.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I literally had to read what you were saying through A to Z lyrics.com.
I had to turn on the subtitles.
Oh, this is the Sean Paul fucking thing where rap lyrics are unclear.
Yeah, that's how fast he went on us.
I got the
Hey,
point.
I had a good point, man.
Oh, no, it's fuck the police. Like, that's...
Point is, I'm right. Go back and put it to 50% to speed on YouTube. You're on YouTube. Set it to 50% speed. Y'all just said everything I said.
People, we're gonna get the fuck out of here with that note, man. We're gonna fuck the zombie podcast. Thank you. That shit's great.
Why did that gross you out?
Yeah, you do a lot worse in bed with me. So we're gonna fuck out of here though.
Take the buzzy for a ride.
I don't like that song, but Ganja, what I do like is the sound of songs that start a show off when we're on Facebook.
Wow, this is just fucking collapsing. What are you trying to ask me right now?
Oh, dude, I'm just trying to segue into the fucking Facebook.
Do
you
the
want to tell
thing.
people where to find us.
Well, guys, want to come check us out? Make sure to go to the Facebook page, the Midnight Chat Track Facebook page, to be more assertive about it. Also, go check out our almost said the title, video game show. We are not doing that anymore. It is now the Unnecessary Video Game Show, where we about play all types of video games, board games, flash games, video games. Fucking, we're gonna play fucking sidewalk games. We're gonna put second parts up. We're gonna do double dutch, side hop. I don't know.
Don't
I haven't
die
been
now.
outside in a while. I don't give a fuck. Just check us out. Midnight Chat Tech Facebook page. Alan, tell them about that goddamn meetup.
I gotta stop Jet.
What?
You'll understand in a minute. You'll understand in a minute, but basically, while you're trying to figure out what the fuck I'm trying to say, you could do that on Twitch at Chat Attack. You could also type in Midnight Chat Attack on Facebook. There's an embed link to every single thing that we do, from our Twitch to our. We're probably gonna put a. God damn it! Any fucking way, there's an embedded link to our Twitch. There's an embedded link to the amino. Don't show the amino because I've already killed Jet. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Fuck off. Why did you have that image so quick on fucking blast?
Just go check out the amino on the Play Store.
Don't check it out. Please don't.
Wait, hold on. Let's check this out really quick.
No.
That's true love, Alan.
I tell you, Alex looks so fucking good.
I don't even know who made that. That makes me mad.
People, get the fuck out of here.
Are we?
Hopefully. Thank you all for watching on all 3 platforms. I really appreciate it. Helps us out quite a bit. Thank you so much for doing that. We're not going to be here on the Midnight Chat though on Saturday, so sorry about that. I'm going to be gone. Gun's going to be gone. Alan's going to be gone.
It's just going to be me. I'm going to stream it myself.
Yep, probably. He's gay. In the lame way. So not to offend all the lame people out there. So we're going to fuck out here. On that 3, on that 2,
on that 2,
on that
1,
attack
the
all that good
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Well,
Yep.
free Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, people.
Don't
Good.
kill yourself. You're single.
Yeah.
Go out to a bar. You might get free drinks.
That's okay. Aaron! Hey, man. Thanks for calling me Chief. I love you very much, sir.
Aaron, you're late.
Yeah, you're late as fuck, though. We're about to end. What's your problem? Guys, I were fucking friends. Jesus.